So now you've done the warm up, we're going into the workout. We're going into the workout. You can see I'm going to have one of those Sundays. So we're going to start off with the goblet squat, and it's 3 sets, and you superset it with a wall sit. So you're going to do 12 reps. You can see we've just done the squat in the warm up. It's exactly the same, but this time around you're either going to hold a dumbbell or a kettlebell. So if you've got a kettlebell, the goblet is you're holding it by your chest, tuck your elbows in, so squeeze them so they're really tight into your side. I don't want to see flared out elbows, so really bring them in, squeeze your core, and just like the squat in the warm-up, you're going to hold that weight and you're going to do 12 repetitions, going nice and slow. So think down for 2, up for 2. You're going to do 12 of these, then you're going to move on to a wall sit. So in terms of rest in between, you know, take some rest if you need it, otherwise move on. So a wall sit, come down, go against the wall, just make sure you don't have slippy socks. So you're going to be in that kind of, I would have my feet slightly more forward, but I'm slipping. So guess have your trainers on, and your back is going to be against the wall. Let's do that again without my socks. So your back is against the wall, you are on this 90 degrees angle with your sort of knees, so your bums and your knees are in line. I wouldn't have my hands on my legs or anything, so just have your hands down your side, shoulders up against the wall, so don't come forward, head is rested there as well, and relax for about 30 seconds or 45. So if you find this move really hard, I'd go for 30 seconds, and if you're now getting really comfortable, up it to 45 seconds, okay? So you're going to do those 2 movements for 3 sets. Have about a minute rest. So do movement 1, have about a 20-second rest, and then onto your wall sit, have another 20-second rest, and back into your goblet squats. And you do that for 3 rounds, and then you're going to go into the next 2 exercises. So you've got a goblet lunge. So like the squat, you're going to hold your kettlebell or dumbbell, squeeze those elbows in. This time around you're going for a lunge. So you can either go forward lunge, basically you lunge forward, or it's down to preference, you can go reverse. But you're going to be alternating. So lunge forwards or backwards, and then come back up and swap legs. Try to get your knee onto the floor or go as low as you can. You're going to do 10 reps on each side, so that means 20 in total. If I show you the side view, your torso is up nice and tall. You're squeezing your elbows to the side of your body. You're holding that kettlebell. Come back, tap, back up. As you can see, my torso stays upright the whole time. At no point do I go sort of crushing into my front leg like this. I'm staying as upright as I can. So that's the focus. That means your lunge today looks like this, because that's you maintaining good form. Then that's what I want you to focus on. Always choose good form over weight, speed, thinking, trying to get that advanced movement, because reaching it will just be slower. So always pick what you can do on the day, best form, and that might mean you don't squat as low, you don't tap your, obviously, knee on the floor. So you're going to do 10 on each side of the goblet lunge, and then you're going to move on to curtsy squats. So if you're new to this, I'll show you without a weight. The curtsy squat, have your hands, if you're holding a weight, obviously you'll be holding a weight. If you're not, then have your hands wherever you like, kind of go for like a prayer position. So you're going to take one leg, take it, scoop it behind, and then bring that knee down and tap. So you can see my knee is in line with my foot. Come back up, scoot a bit back to the side. We're going to stay on the same leg. And you're going to do 10 on each side. That feels comfortable, add in some weight. So again, squeeze those elbows in, scoop that foot behind, tap down, back up. I'll show you on the side. So see how much space I've got between my front and back foot. So I take my leg, scoop behind. So I go quite far back, so that gives me enough space to bring my knee down, tap behind my foot and back up. Let's go again. Back up. Like the lunge, my torso stays upright. So give that a go. You're going to be doing 3 sets of those 2 movements, 10 reps on each leg. So I think you'll have, your legs will be burning at the end of that part. And then the last exercise, I've said 5 minutes of play. This is something we've not done. It's a great sort of exercise just to get your body warmed up or heated up a bit, and a good all over general kettlebell exercise. So if I show you without weights, and then we can I can show you adding on a small weight. So give this one a go. So run that over. So this is something called the Turkish get up. And can you see me? Look now. So you start off with lying on your back. That's better. You start off with lying on your back. One leg is down, one arm is up, and then the same knee is up as your arm. So where I've got my left arm up, my left leg is up. I then roll onto my right side. So my arm on my right side is out, and my right leg is out straight. I roll onto my right side, come up on this half kind of upward position. I then press down my hand and come up fully onto my bum basically. Then you thrust your hips up, scoop that right leg under, and now you're into this lunge. You basically stand up. You stand fully up, and then you go all the way back down. So take the same leg, the right leg, back down. Hand goes on the floor. You scoop that right leg under. You put your bum on the floor, and you lie back down. If I was to add some weight in, so I'll swap sides. So now my right leg, my right arm is up, my left arm is on the floor. I'm going to roll over, scoop myself up on my elbow, push my hands on up more, thrust my hips up, left leg scoops under, I stand up into full extension. The whole time, look at your weight or have it in your eyesight. When you come back down, it's the opposite leg to the arm. You've got the weight in. You take that back into a lunge. You put your hand on the floor again. Scoop that back leg back under and forward. Put your bum down and lie down. I just want you to have a bit of a play with that for 5 minutes. See how many repetitions you get in. Ideally, if you want to try doing like 1 on each side for a minute, so that means you would get 10 reps done in 5 minutes, and then add the weight, or don't add weight if you're getting comfortable, and we can then, that move will start appearing in some of the workouts. It's quite challenging when you do a number of them in one go, and it's quite something you really have to concentrate about. But once it comes, you get used to it, and you've done it a few times, it's sort of, you pick it up and you do remember it. And that's workout 1, guys. So let me know how you do. It's very leg focused, with some Turkish get ups, which also work your core. And I will catch up with you soon. Bye.